Hey, deserving listeners, Colt, 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life. Let's watch, and let's see if anything of interest comes out of my face.
Don't trust you, like I just...
Okay, you don't trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
But are you afraid to lose me? Do you care? What if I just stop hanging out with you? You just want to have the best of both worlds here? You want to be the best friend, occasional lover without the responsibilities of being in a relationship?
So there's a tone in Colt's voice that is familiar to us, to me anyway, that is not making me feel comfortable. There's a forcefulness, an aggressiveness, a superiority, a dominance. I don't know how Vanessa is receiving this, but essentially what Colt is here to do, what he said before he arrived, is he wants to ask Vanessa if she will be his girlfriend and that they will be a thing. And Vanessa says that she doesn't trust Colt because he has lied to people in the past, and she is understandably wary of that. So Colt is now trying to convince her to be a girlfriend by having that tone with her. It's a forceful, aggressive, angry tone, and threatening to not be her friend as well. Now, there'd be nothing wrong with someone in Colt's position saying something like, look, I really like you, and I want to be in a relationship with you, and I know you don't trust me, but I don't know if I could be friends with you because it hurts too much to be around you because I always am wanting to be with you, and it's sort of holding me back on dating other people. That's okay. You can say something like that, but in the tone that he's saying is concerning.
Just giving you my time takes away from the time I could give to her.
I get it. It's not fair.
All I ask is a fair chance, dude.
I mean, there's trust issues there. I feel like you just telling me, oh, well, just trust me. That doesn't do shit.
That's true. So just trust me. Yes, that doesn't do crap. How can you earn trust? Well, it takes time. You have to prove yourself. That's what trust is. Everyone that I trust, I don't trust just because they told me to trust them. I trust them because they have a track record of being trustworthy. That's how you build trust. That's how you get people to trust you, is you act in a very trustworthy manner. The problem with that is that if you have a track record of being not trustworthy, then no one's going to trust you. And that is the destructive nature of being deceptive and being untrustworthy. When you act that way, it might feel like, well, it's just this little incident. No, it is not just that little incident. It shows everyone that knows you did that you are capable of doing that, and thus you are untrustworthy. And they will not want to put their trust in you. That's the consequence of being deceptive. That's the consequence of lying and cheating.
You make porn in this room?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I haven't had sex with anybody in this room yet, but there may have been some dildos involved.
Okay, so Colt on a day, I wasn't showing a lot of the clips. So Colt is dating this woman. She's 47. I think Colt is 35. She during the pandemic, decided to shoot porn as a way to make ends meet. And she also is into software programming. She's into physics and astrophysics. She likes animals, cats and dogs. And she has never been married before. She doesn't have any kids. And Colt actually feels like they have a lot in common. I don't know personality-wise if they have a lot in common, but I don't know. Maybe they'll hit it off. So Colt now is like, wait, you do porn, like, you know what? And good on her to just say, hey, you know, this is my life. This is what I do. It's a good way to weed people out. If someone doesn't like that, then they can go on their way. And if they're neutral or cool with that, then that is a good indicator that you're compatible. So let's see how Colt reacts to this.
I didn't realize that Brittany was actually a porn star. I can definitely see it now. I'm a very sex-positive person, and I have no problem with it.
Okay, good. So again, regardless of what you think of Colt, it is good to be sex-positive, and it is good to not judge people for such things. So that's good. Sex positivity. He knows. He even knows that phrase, which I'm guessing he knows what that implies. And so, good. I think that is great.
Your glasses are like, they're getting fogged up.
Okay.
landing an airplane.
Take closer to the right, to the left, to the left.
All right, so I don't know if we need to watch these scenes every single time. Again, sex positive, but, I think some people should be allowed to have their privacy, and perhaps us as a viewer should be allowed to allow them to have their privacy.
How about on the cheek? This is not how I thought this night would go. I think I need to get going.
Let me grab you a towel.
Brittany's great. She's smart. She's very beautiful.
Feel like
Even though I told Jess that I had an affair with Vanessa after I came back from Brazil, that's not exactly the reality. The truth is, it started about a month after Jess and I started dating. I didn't tell her the full story when I had the chance.
Wow. So it wasn't just that one moment of cheating, it was throughout his relationship with Jess. That is interesting. And I understand even more now why Vanessa would distrust Colt, because she should distrust him. He is capable of that level of deception and really self-destruction. From what I could tell, he really was into Jess and wanted to make it work. So why was he cheating on her? It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to figure out why he would do that. Now, I know a lot of people would say, well, Colt is a dog and he's a master manipulator. And it could be. Usually, though, people self-destruct for relational trauma reasons, and I'm trying to figure out why Colt would do that. The best guess I have right now is that he's so desperate for reassurance that he is lovable, that he is in a constant state of trying to get people to love him at the expense of actually having empathy for other people. There are people who are like that. They're so desperate that they actually have a hard time not self-destructing, and they have a hard time having empathy because they're so distracted with their own pain. The other thing is about this scene, I didn't show this clip, is that Colt wants to meet up with Jess and Jess's husband, and Colt wants to tell Jess about the full nature of the affair that he and Vanessa had during his relationship with Jess. Now, what he's not saying is, I need to apologize to Jess. What he's saying is, Jess deserves to know the truth. This is actually a potentially very destructive act. Some people just have this compulsion. Look, I've got to call my ex and tell them about all the horrible things that I did. Why are you going to tell them that? Is it because you truly feel sorry and you are very, very regretful and you want to deeply apologize, and your ex-partner was suspicious of the things that you did and you want to clear up some lies and you want to apologize from the bottom of your heart? Is that why you want to do it? Or are you just sort of sitting with a secret that you have a hard time holding on to and you just want to tell the world about it? Or are you trying to rub someone's face in it? You're just like, look, Jess, not only was I cheating on you once, but I was cheating on you the whole time. So, take that. So you really have to wonder what Colt's motivation is here. I'm guessing we'll find out when they meet up.
I was nervous, scared, and I didn't know how Jess would react. Even though I acted poorly in my relationship with her, I've grown a lot. Not the same person I was with her.
Okay, so according to him, he's grown a lot since that relationship. I wonder. Sometimes I wonder about the cast members on this show. They do their behavior, and then there's a TV show that comes out, and then they watch the show, and I wonder if sometimes they grow. They're like, whoa, is that what I just did? That looks awful. I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe that's what he did, because he's not talking about going to therapy, so I can't imagine why he would have grown necessarily. Now, it's also possible that him and Vanessa are just really compatible with each other because they have similar cultures, they have similar values, they have a similar demeanor. There's less drama potential for the two of them. I don't know. Maybe he grew through that relationship. I'm just speculating.
Well, I'll apologize. I'll come clean.
We'll see.
Or he hasn't grown at all and he's just saying that, who knows.
Part of me is looking forward to meeting Jess. I do feel bad for being the side chick. It's a very awkward situation. But if Colt and I are gonna move forward, I need to get this off my chest.
So I don't understand that. In order for Colt and Vanessa to move forward, they have to tell Jess about what happened. Why? Why does just knowing about something that happened in the past somehow mean that the two of you can move forward? I really don't understand that. Now, again, if the compulsion and the hope is that it will give a chance for Colt to grow and apologize and and really come clean and show remorse, then maybe that will help Colt and Vanessa build trust, because Vanessa can watch Colt show remorse and show care and differentiation. Maybe that's what they're talking about. All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.